Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This is video 1. This is about the overturning of Roe vs. Wade yesterday. As you know, if you watched my apology video, then you know why I deleted the video. So I'm going to touch on a few salient points, and then we're going to be done. Alright? The things I talked about, we're going to do, again, with little to no swearing. Because there was a lot of swearing in the very first one, I deleted it. Little less swearing in the second one, I deleted it. Because I had to catch myself. I rarely catch myself. Sometimes I swear and don't even know that I said something. So, for all medicinal purposes, I am sorry if I swear in this video. I will try to keep it down to the D word as much as possible because that's the main word that I use. Every now and again, I may drop an F-bomb. So we're going to try not to do that, and we're going to pray this works in our favor. So let's get to it. Okay, so as you all know, Roe v. Wade has just been shot down by the Supreme Court. And the fingers are basically being pointed to Trump's 3 nominees. Okay? That'll be in the second video. You guys can get on my case after that because that video is probably going to be longer than this video. But here's the thing. I have 5 sisters. 3 of my 5 sisters have daughters. 1 of my 5 sisters has grown daughters who have daughters. So if you don't think I'm shaking in my boots right now for their future, because I won't be alive to see it. I am 48 years old. There's a good chance that I could die tomorrow. Probably won't be because of health reasons. I'm fairly healthy for my age. I move like a tiger. But, you know, my oldest niece just had her 3rd baby, which is also a girl. So she has 3 girls who could have a possible great future and no worries if it wasn't for Roe v. Wade being overturned. Alright? So I worry about them. I'm not worried about their mothers, because their mothers is grown, and I know if you mess with this niece that I'm talking about, you're done. She will rack your stuff. Alright? Now I have another niece from my brother. She's childbearing age, but she's a teenager. She's like 16, 17 years old. She has no business having kids. I pray that she doesn't do anything stupid so that she doesn't have to deal with the issue of Roe v. Wade. But she has her own mind and her own body. Hoping that her parents have talked to her about her possible future and how she should wait to have children until she's married, or at least wait until she's lived a little bit before she goes out and decides, hey, I'm just going to have sex with this guy, get knocked up, and deal with it. That seems to be a thing with the women in my family. No offense. And also no F's given, because you made a decision. You got to live with it. Now, let me break this down for y'all real quick. Me, personally, I'm pro-choice. I am pro-choice. The only thing I hate about abortion is when women start using it as a form of birth control consistently instead of getting on birth control. But since they're trying to take birth control away from women to make sure that women get pregnant and have no option but to have the baby even under sexual assault, this is ridiculous at where this world is going to. I want to cuss so bad right now. I'm trying not to. But it doesn't make any bloody sense for this to be happening whatsoever. Sorry, watching last night's wrestling. But let me pause that. Anyway, it makes no sense that women now are under complete and total attack. My feelings are hurt. And for the 23 states that I cussed out last night, I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm not going to give you the finger like I want to. But I am going to pray for you. Because there's probably a lot of women in your state. And those women just have no idea at the floodgates that they just opened up because of their we're pro-life things. Well, here's the thing. They are in some of these states that said that even if you are raped or have been raped by someone kin to you, aka incest, you're not getting an abortion. So you're going to have to bear this abomination until it's born. And then you're going to have to give it up for adoption. Which means, let me give y'all a little piece of advice. When you give up a child for adoption, that child will wonder why they weren't loved all their life by their parent. And even if you tell them, I gave it up because you can have a better life, you think they're not going to do some digging? They're going to find out that their father is their grandfather, or their grandfather is their father. You don't think that shit's going to happen? I'm sorry, bloody hell, I just swore. But it's going to happen. And they're going to find out. And then they're going to figure out, I was an R baby. My mom was raped by her grandfather. Here I am. And I'm a girl. And now all I know for sure is that I wasn't meant to be here. I was forced to be carried for 9 months. That's going to mess up that child's psyche, and she may unalive herself. Hell, her and her mother may both unalive themselves at each other. But y'all don't think about that in these pro-anti-abortion states. Y'all don't think about that. Y'all don't think about the tons of women, your daughters, your sisters, your mothers, your female cousins, your aunties. You don't think about none of that. Because almost every woman on the planet knows a woman that has been sexually assaulted. 1 in every 7 women has been sexually assaulted or raped. Now make sure you understand that there is a difference between sexual assault and rape. Sexual assault falls under like the 5 categories of groping. You can verbally sexually assault somebody. You really can't get charged for that. You can probably only get charged for groping if they catch you doing it. You can count like someone masturbating in front of you as sexual assault. All kinds of little tiny things can count as sexual assault. Now rape, on the other hand, you can Google it, is the forcible inception of a penis going into a vagina. Now, they have improved that a little bit because apparently women can rape men also. So, vice versa, that is the forcible taking of sex from a man if the woman is the rapist, and vice versa if the man is the rapist. There's a lot of detail behind that. I'm not digging into it. But you guys y'all got this and y'all got Google, so y'all can go do that. But the fact that every woman in America right now, especially in those 23 states that are all gung-ho about getting rid of this and charging people for murder and all this other stuff for abortions, including rape and incest babies, y'all should all be scared. I shouldn't be the only one scared for my nieces, my female cousins, my aunts, and their girls, and all that. And if you're not scared of that, you're part of the problem. And on a closing note, because I'm going to end this video now, before I start swearing, to the women that signed on for this, whether you're in Congress, the Senate, or the judicial system, shame on you. Shame on you. Because apparently you forgot now that you're sitting at the men's table that you're still a female. Don't ever forget that you are a female. Just because these men are sitting there with you and having fun with you and telling you all these things and secretly sleeping with you and your husband, and y'all are able to go get an abortion, y'all not above the law. And y'all should be charged twice as much because you're in Congress and Senate and judicial system, and y'all wrote the freaking law. So y'all should be charged twice. But since y'all have the money and the resources to not have to deal with that, while poor people have to deal with that, that's not fair. And you will have the day you deserve, because karma doesn't forget an address. But I'm going to end this the way I ended the video that I deleted originally. See, this is going to work for a little bit until it's one of those lawmakers' children that gets essayed or raped, and all of a sudden they have the heart to tell you, well, Daddy, I was assaulted. I did an actual reenactment and put this towel in my shirt to make me look like a 13-year-old girl pregnant. I just didn't have a dress. But that reenactment was supposed to teach you something. I deleted the video because of the fear of not being able to get acting work, because I haven't gotten it now, so all I can do is be my own worst enemy, which is why I deleted the video. But I want y'all to think about that. You have a 10-year-old daughter. Her house is 1 football field away from the school. In other words, you live right here. This is the football field. School's right here. So this is the school. This is your house. Football field is where my face is. There's other houses right here. whole down row. This is the school. This is the playground at the school and the football field. For those who don't know, I'm basically describing the backyard of Burley Moran. They can go across that field. The school teachers aren't watching. No one's really watching. The janitorial staff isn't watching. And in between that football field and the school is an open field where anybody can snatch your child, have their way with them, and then leave them there or take them away. And you're thinking, well, the school is in our backyard. She can't possibly not make it to school without having a problem. That's the problem. You think that way. That she can't possibly walk outside and have somebody back there waiting for them and then doing things to them and leaving them there. Beaten, battered, and raped. And you're just thinking, oh no, that can never happen. That could never happen. It's because of that thinking that is why 1 in 7 women have been sexually assaulted before they're 21 years old. 1 in 7 women are being raped right now while I'm making this video. And when I end this video on that note, you remember 1 in 7. Or your way of thinking that this can never happen to my child. Yes, it can. And for those who vote the lawmakers, the ones who have the security guards that can protect their children, watch your security. Because they could be the same ones that be attacking your children. And why is that? Because you got your faith and your trust in them. The only person you should ever trust in the universe is the Lord above. There are some people that you can trust. But when it comes to your children, you better put cameras in every room. Even the bathroom. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing you.